Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we start our seeds, our daylily seeds, how we get them to sprout, and this method that we use, we're very successful with it. We pay a lot of money for our seeds, we ship a lot of seeds out, and they are expensive, so we want to show you guys how to get the most out of your seeds and the most out of your money. So here we go. This is some of the stuff that we use. Just some normal household items here in a bag of perlite. So what we've got is some hydrogen peroxide, bottle of water that I've marked so I don't drink it. We're actually going to mix the solution up here. Marker pen, of course the bag of perlite, Ziploc bag. Well, the only other thing you're going to need is a refrigerator, so we should be all set with that, I hope. Alright, let's get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to mix our solution first. Open this up, pump the water, take our hydrogen peroxide, and all we're going to do is we're going to take the cap and we're going to pour some of that peroxide into the cap. Actually, just fill it up. Okay. And then you take the cap full and you're going to dump it right into the bottle of water. Okay. Let's put the cap back on the water. And we're going to give it a couple shakes. And there you go. Here's your solution. That's what we're going to use to dampen the perlite inside the bag. Alright, so next step we're going to do is we're going to put some perlite into this bag, depending on the seeds. Let's pick some seeds out. Our all-important seeds, right? Very expensive stuff. Here's a new one. It's Tango Lessons by the Dark Side. Brand new cross. Brand new daylilies, very expensive seeds, so we want to get these babies to sprout. Examining the seeds, they look pretty good, so we'll find out. We'll find out in a couple days, actually. Alright, let's put some perlite into the bag. There we go. Alright, and take our seeds out of the bag. Just going to dump them in. Okay. Before do anything, before I forget, what we want to do is we always want to label our bags. We never want to lose track of what cross this was. So what I do is I just put the cross on the bag. It's Tango Lessons by the Dark Side. And then the date, today is April 10th. I'm going to go 4, 10, 14. And there it's labeled so we don't lose track and we know what kind of cross this is. And once they start to sprout, we'll be able to transplant them, and you know, everything's marked accordingly. Okay, so that's it, right? So we got our seeds in there, we've got our perlite in, and now we just got to dampen the perlite here. We're going to take a little bit of this water solution, the mix that we made, and we don't want any standing water in here. We want to just wet it just enough so all the perlites perlite gets wet in there. Maybe a little bit more. You can always add more water later. Highly recommend you don't leave any puddles in there, because what will happen is the seeds will sit in that water and they'll rot out. Okay? So here we are. We're going to seal this bag nice and tight. And what I like to do is I just like to make sure that those seeds are covered up. So I usually just put it to the one corner there, and there it is. So that's all there is to it. What we'll do is we'll check back in about 4 days and see what we have. 4 or 5 days. It's usually when they start to sprout. You don't want to transplant these things until you see some green on them. Until you see a green leaf starting to protrude. I mean, the root may be long. It may be 1 inch long, over 1 inch long, but you don't want to transplant them until you start to see the green. That's going to help to ensure that it's going to, survive that transplant. So what will happen, this will actually create a greenhouse effect. You can set this on any windowsill. It actually really doesn't need a whole lot of sun. You can just set it in the kitchen if it's light in the kitchen, filtered light, whatever. It doesn't need direct sunlight. They'll sprout anyways. As long as it's warm, you probably want to keep the temperature 70 or above. And these babies will start sprouting in about, like I said, 4 to 5 days. Could take up to a couple weeks, but normally these things are ready to go if you went ahead and did the right cold stratification and all that good stuff. So, alright, we'll see you here in about 4 days and see if anything's changed here. See if we've got something growing. Thanks for stopping by again, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you soon.